The voice of the blockchain here. Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest. Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in. And we are back. We are back after our morning live stream crypto chat. We were attacked by a bunch of Russian bots, apparently. Live stream went up to about over 500 viewers in about 1 minute from the 50 viewers that we had. I went and checked, and it looks like those viewers were not retained. So indeed, they look funny bunny to me out there. So I had to throw somebody out of the box. They were shilling me some sort of a service so that we can get fake views or whatnot. Champagne is not into the fake views out there. I'd rather take 50 quality boomers than 300 or 500 fake ones. Indeed. But we're back here with this live stream. This will be a general self-improvement chat, crypto, diet, exercise, and more. A general open discussions. We'll be doing these every Friday as a second live stream, an ancillary live stream. I found that here in the crypto space, the majority of the boomers are looking for alternative ways to improve out there. So shout out to you if you're doing that. Let me know if you could hear me loud and clear. My live stream health is in the green, but it seems like the YouTube is still loading. So let me know if you could read me. I see Crypto Farmer here in the population of the chat box. I see Toronto Crypto, and I see Derek McLean. Drop a comment. 10-4, do you read me over and out? Do you read me over and out? Let me go ahead and hit refresh. And it looks like we may be on live and things are on the green. So drop a copy, says Toronto Crypto. I needed that. Thank you. I appreciate it. So it looks like we're live and clear. This will be our second live stream of the day. Make sure you're tuning into these general self-improvement chat, diet, and exercises and more. I came across doing these live streams because, like I said earlier, I think that there is a general frequency that we're all tuning into out here, boomers, with the alternative coins, with the alternative economics, with the alternative frequency, alternative politics, and different ways of eating. You know, I let you guys know about the keto diets that I'd follow. I don't follow it anymore because I'm trying to actually gain some weight, but I lost all the fat that I wanted to lose. And if you're interested in doing that, check out the keto diets. They're definitely boomers in my opinion. Also, check out intermittent fasting. That's something that I had been doing a lot. Fasting for, let's say, 18 hours a day and then eating for about 6 hours a day. I've kind of fell back on that. My fasting still occurs daily, but I do more of about a 12 to 14 hour fast as of late. I told you guys last week, or on Monday actually, when we made up the live stream that we missed last Friday, about our general strength goals. Right now, my personal goal is to be the strongest version of Champagne as possible. I let you guys know about the 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, which are my goals. 1 plate overhead press, kaboom, which is about 135 pounds. 2 plates chest, that's 225 pounds. 3 plates squat, and 4 plate deadlift. Now, actually, I'm almost hitting almost all those goals. I'm a little bit, shy of some of them, but I want to rep out 5 on each one. So it's going to still take some time. Now, I was reading in a forum that the 1, 2, 3, 4 strength goals, if you reach them, you're considered an intermediate lifter. And I found that interesting. I've been lifting for 10 plus years, more casually than anything, but it's only till recently this year that I really made a commitment to build strength, overall strength. I want to be as strong as possible. So I've been following the Strongest 5x5. It's linked down below, and I find that program to be excellent. Jojo Wave is asking, Champ, did you hit the 5s today? Absolutely. I absolutely hit the 5s today. I did the squats, overhead press, and deadlifts. Guys, if you don't know, deadlifts is my favorite exercise right now. You can see Larry Wheels here on the infographic that I have displayed on the screen, and he's doing a deadlift like a crypto maniac boomer out here with, how many plates is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, for like, what, 8 plates, 9 plates? I can't even count them all. There's so many. Good morning to Moneybags X69. Kaboom. Let me drop a bomb for you. This is our second live stream of the day, guys. We'll be doing this every Friday. General crypto, diet, exercise, and more. Jojo, have you been hitting the gym? Did you do your 5s today? Let us know. D-Rock says 2 for 2. I got your notifications today, champ. Excellent. Excellent. I just let the boomers know that during our first live stream, we got bombarded with a bunch of new viewers. Viewers jumped from 50 live to about over 500 live. And I think that's attributed to the shill that we found there in the population of the chat box trying to sell us some Russian bot services. I had to throw them out the box, but we'll take the views. But I checked now on my page, and it looks like none of the views were retained. So I don't understand why people will be buying views if they won't remain registered. So I don't need him out there. I think his name was Valentino or whatever. I don't need him out there, Valentino. Thanks, but no thanks. D-Rock says, champ, my girl's watching that lady Jennifer Thompson do her lifts. She's a strong and inspirational along with a humble person. 132 pounds of power. Okay, I've never heard of Jennifer Thompson. I may have to check that out. I'm inspired also by women lifters. Last week, I shared with D-Rock and the rest of the population here a power lifter, 21-year-old female by the name of Amanda Lawrence that's pulling and pushing weight like no other. She did a 6-plate deadlift. You could check out her Instagram. And she's putting most of the boomers here to shame out there because I'm telling you, I'm not deadlifting 6 plates. Well, maybe one day. Nano is here in the population of the chat box. He says, let's keep healthy and strong there. Indeed, if you're not getting stronger, if you're not pulling heavier weight, guys, I suggest you do it now. Be the best version of yourself that you possibly could be. This goes along with the crypto ethos. This goes along with the alternative mind state, the alternative frequencies, new ways, new era, a new day, ways to become better men out here in the population of the chat box. So we're going to be sharing our open discussion here and just overall just vibing with you guys here on Friday. D-Rock says she's a world record holder for the bench, pound for pound, strongest in the world, beast. So that's Jennifer Thompson. Yeah, I'll check that out. I've been following nothing but power lifters lately, guys. It's kind of been boring on the crypto end, all the cattiness and the fighting or whatnot. And then you have the price go down. While I'm definitely a crypto maniac boomer for the long term, I see here in the short term, I think we're going to have to weather some storms out here. The quarrels between BCH, the hash wars, and then you got the legacy suits jumping into the game saying this, that, and the third, giving us promises that they're not delivering on. So in the meantime and in between time, we're sharpening our blades, doing our best to look like 300 cryptomaniac soldiers by the end of the year. And it's funny, I just caught the repeat of 300 the other day. And I was checking out the boomers there in 300, and I got to say, I mean, they're all ripped or whatnot, but right now I've been focused so much on powerlifting that they're looking weak to me. So perhaps we've raised the bar mentally here. We're trying to look like Larry Wheels sooner than later out there. Young Larry, 23-year-old power builder. So that's kind of the programs that I've been following. It's a hybrid between power lifting and bodybuilding. Power lifting being the squat, bench, and deadlifts. I also mix in the overhead press and the barbell row, being that I'm doing the strong lifts. But may have to switch out of that program sooner than later. There is other intermediate programs called the Mad Cow, the Conjugate Method, the Texas Method, the 5-3-1s. Those are things that you may want to check out once you've already become an intermediate lifter, which I should be considered that sooner than later. So that's my next step, if you ask me. Jojo says, I will be doing my 5s later tonight. Squats, deadlift, bench, maybe throw in an overhead press and barbell row since I missed Wednesday's workout. Okay. Don't miss the workouts, though. Let me tell you guys, it's only 3 times a week that you need to work out using the strong lifts. So try to plan it out and try to be dedicated. It's only 3 days, and, you're only going to be at the gym for, maybe a little bit more than an hour. If you're a newbie, you don't have to take that much breaks in between sets. So, let me encourage you to, not skip the days, but, go out there, Jojo, and make sure that you at least hit the squat, deadlifts, and bench today and do it right and share with us out here. I want all the guys getting better out there. Revolutionist says, I do bicep and triceps with the whole rack on the cable machine. Revolutionist, let me throw you a bomb out there. The Cardano General is back. And I was just letting you guys know, RZ's just actually commenting about it, that the Russian bots got sniped in the other chat. It looks like none of those 500 viewers that we had on that chat were registered. So if you go back, the video still has like only 100 or 200 views or whatnot. So it was fake news out there, guys. Don't believe it out there. It definitely looks good. It makes, the layman believe that things are booming more than they are, but I'm not here for the trickery. So, You know, it is what it is. We'll snipe those guys out the box. D-Rock says, been doing the 5x5 3 days with 1 day Saturday to get hit hard. Old lady working still, so we go at 4 a.m. Time isn't always on her side. Yeah, and I'll tell you, I mean, I've been going now a little bit later because my schedule has changed a bit. But all this year, since I started, I was going around 5:30, 6 a.m. And I believe that going fasted to the gym early, you know, makes you earn your meal, and it makes you disciplined out there. So, you know, stay going early. Make sure you guys get up early. That's another thing when it comes to general self-improvement that I find to be excellent, just to be for better health, is going to bed early. You know, like I've said in prior streams, I used to be a silent lurker out there in those streets, drinking like a maniac, partying all the time. And it's nothing good for you out there, guys. There's nothing but negativity on these streets. Once the sun goes down, you should be at home going to sleep, unless you got to go to work and stack some fiat so you can buy more crypto. Other than that, I think you're better off staying at home with the friends, family, and the rest of the animals on your farm. RZ says, didn't know you're doing these general improvement chats as well, champ, but didn't tune in for a while. Good idea. Get pumped during a bear market. Indeed. That's what we've been doing ever since the summer. We've been talking about the lifts, the keto diet, and I just decided to just do an open discussion here on Fridays. It's an open discussion. We can basically talk about anything. In the prior stream, we were talking about the John Titter theory and how it may relate to Trump or whatnot, and the time traveling, and you guys went off a tangent. And, you know, we're open to talking about all these things. So, you know, if you have any topics you want to discuss there, go ahead and drop it in the population of the chat box. Queen says, champ, I heard people can lose weight easier getting 8 hours of sleep, plus helps with stress. Me, I sleep like 5 hours. I need to stop. Yeah, absolutely, Queens. And you'll notice as you start training harder and pulling more weight, you're going to require more sleep so that you could repair your muscles. Okay. You need to, you know, if you want to get gains, you're going to ultimately need to eat the calories, the healthy fats, and sleep. You know, you could compare it to a baby. Babies grow faster than anything. If you never watched a child grow, they grow at an unprecedented speed. And what are they doing? They're sleeping all the time, and they're drinking milk, which has a lot of fat in it. So, you know, shout out to the saturated fats. That's another thing we've been talking about. I think that fats have been slept on out here. I think it was an Original Copy that let us know about the Oiling of America presentation documentary there on YouTube, and let us know that the Department of Agriculture could have been running a propaganda campaign throughout the entire past century to make us believe that fats are bad and to sell us more carbs out there in the form of grains or whatnot. Check out the food pyramid. That's not even by that's by the Department of Agriculture, not by the Department of Health. So that's what it is. So yeah, going back to that, Queens, you know, sleeping is important. That's why I recommend you guys go to sleep early. Make sure you get your sleep in, and eat healthy out there. Eat good. Once you hit your target weight, if you're not fasting or whatever, you know, make sure you eat, you know, the healthy meats, the healthy fats, or whatever. You know how I am. I'm not a vegetarian or vegan believer. I've tried that before. It's not for me. I think that if you want to really gain muscle, you're going to have to eat meat. D-Rock says, been using my bacon grease instead of olive oils. Food tasting much better now, and I want some bacon. Shout out to my bacon maniacs. I have it almost every day. It's great. Okay, I've came across people online 100+ years that eat bacon every day, but they want to sell you the idea that bacon is going to, you know, clog your arteries or whatnot. I'm here to say that I believe that people with heart disease is because they have inflammation due to too much sugar and diabetes or whatnot. But hey, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a dietitian or a nutritionist. I'm just a cryptomaniac boomer here sharing my own anecdotal evidence, what I've done personally. I've tried the veggie diet. Didn't work for me. So it is what it is. I've shared with you some YouTube channels that have been interviewing ex-vegetarians, and they seem to be a lot better once they started eating animal products again. Queen says, honestly, the best part is waking up sore and you know you did a good job. While I was locked up, I used to take a big amount of protein before going to bed and wake up way more sore than if I didn't. Okay, I didn't know that. You know, I think that there's different foods that may sit well in your stomach when you go to sleep. I was reading somewhere, it says that if you eat like a banana before going to bed, it's probably not the best. You're better off doing that during the day. I don't know. You know, let me know about that. But, you know, it reminds me of what you just said there, eating protein before going to bed. I like to stop eating about at least 2 hours before going to bed. And then, you know, I like working out fasted. I go to the gym immediately after waking up. You know, I have some water, you know, use the bathroom, have some water, stretch out and head out to the gym within an hour of waking up. Go hard on the 5x5s. And then after the gym is where I feel like I've earned a good meal. So, you know, usually I've been doing steak and eggs for breakfast. Steak and eggs for breakfast. So getting that good protein in, that good fat in. And you guys eating only the egg whites, forget about it. You need to throw the yolk in there, okay? The yolk is where all the vitamins and the fats and the minerals are. Arguably, eggs is one of the best nutrient-dense foods out there. So, you know, eat more eggs out there. And I think this cholesterol thing is a meme too. Your brain is... the majority of your brain is composed from cholesterol, and cholesterol does a lot of good things. So, you know, it could be a meme. Check out The Oiling of America and let me know what you think. Queen says, instead of 1 scoop of 25 grams of protein, I take 3. Yeah, that sounds like a little bit too much, Queens. I was reading somewhere else. And again, this is all things that I've heard of. I'm not a professional. So, you know, I could be wrong. I read somewhere that your body can only ingest about 20 to 25 grams of protein per hour. So if you're taking 3 scoops of 75 grams of protein all at once, you're probably going to, you know, piss most of it out, if I'm not mistaken. So it's like per hour, you can only really absorb 20 grams of protein. So I don't know if that's true, but, you know, perhaps it is. So let me know. Revolutionist says, if you can go to the gym day after day, you're not training, you're taking it easy. Okay, yeah, and I think you've said that before, and I agree with you, Revolutionist. That's why the program that I've been following is a 3 times a week program. So you go to the gym every other day, and then you rest both Saturday and Sunday. So it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Gives you time to rest. I did PRs on Monday. I let you guys know I hit PRs for the deadlift and for the overhead press on Monday. And Tuesday I was destroyed, and even on Wednesday when I started to do the squats again, I had to deload on the squats on Wednesday because I was still sore from Monday. Moneybag says, eat those Cheerios to lower the cholesterol. And there you go. I mean, you know, they're selling you Cheerios, cereals, and all these things that arguably cause inflammation, and they can get you fatter out there. And they got to sell it to you with a little meme, with a little cartoon character. You got the little Busy Bee with Cheerios. You got Tony the Tiger with the Frosted Flakes out there. Listen, guys, if they got to sell it to you with a little cartoon character, I'm not believing the hype out there. I'm not believing the hype. You don't catch champagne eating cereal. Although I do like oatmeal, but I haven't been eating that as of late. Revolutionist says, there is nothing better than minced beef eggs and oxos all thrown in a frying pan. I've never had beef eggs, but the beef eggs don't exist. But I guess what you meant is beef eggs minced together, all together in a frying pan. So yeah, I mean, I'm basically eating the steak, you know, like a thin cut of steak, and then a few fried eggs right on top of the steak. So you're mincing it. I mean, I'm doing it fried. It's just how you like to prepare it. But you kind of threw me off there. There's no such thing as beef eggs. Funny stuff. I just must have read that wrong. But yeah, you know, beef and eggs, you know, steak and eggs. I think that's like, you know, a man's meal. You know, there's probably nothing more powerful than steak and eggs. I've been following people online. What is it? Bold and Determined. He only eats steak and eggs. That's the only thing he eats, just steak and eggs. And stronger than ever and feeling good. So, you know, now that's not me. You know, I'm not following a ketogenic or a carnivore diet now. I've actually increased the carb intake. I've been following some of the power lifters, some of the gentlemen that compete, and you know, they stack on the carbs when they need to get that extra pool. But listen, you guys shouldn't be overloading your carbs if you're overweight and you're not training like a cryptomaniac soldier. So, you know, make sure that you get to your target weight. You eat well, and then, you know, only go on a surplus if you're trying to gain weight and gain strength. Most of you guys, I would believe, need to lose weight and shouldn't even be eating. So, you know, check out fasting as well, because that's something I found very good. D-Rock says, maybe 20 grams of powder or liquid, but your body takes time to break down meat. Not sure how accurate that is. Did you hear invest 1 gram per body pounds for recovery? Yeah, I've heard that you should be eating 1 gram per every body weight. So if, let's say if you weigh 200 pounds, you should eat about 200 grams of protein per day. So that's what I heard. Cheerios got patent thinner in it. Look it up. Yeah, you know, listen, if it's processed and stuff, I don't want nothing to do with it. I don't care about all the process. I want real food. You know, Cheerios is not real out there. You can't get Cheerios out in the forest, guys. Rafterman says omelet. Yeah, you said minced. Minced beef eggs, minced. Out here in the States, we call it more of an omelet. I don't know what you refer to it there, revolutionists. But yeah, omelets are good. People put ham in them out here, bacon or whatnot. I don't really eat the omelets. I like just to fry the eggs, you know, over easy. And you could dip a little of the bread into the yolk. It tastes great. And, you know, that, like I tell you guys, the yolk is where it's at. And if you're a real cryptomaniac, you may want to just drink eggs raw like Rocky. I've been watching people online. It's not something I've done, but apparently there's benefits if you just drink raw eggs. Cook everything with grass-fed butter. I do. Jojo Wave, thanks for letting us know. I do the Kerrygold grass-fed butter, and you know, I don't cook with olive oil anymore. Although I heard olive oil is great for you, but if you warm up olive oil too much, it burns very quickly. So you know, it's not the best to be cooking with. You know, you may want to drizzle it over your food, but if you're gonna cook, you're better off cooking with butter, grass-fed butter, and of course, you want to get grass-fed meats when you can. Moneybags is asking, what do you think about the market, champ? Yeah, we discussed it this morning, and we've been discussing it all week. He says Dan Larimer said he's trying to make another coin. Yeah, we talked about that yesterday. Dan Larimer there on the Telegram, you know, hinting that he may be doing another blockchain. You know, he has a reputation of jumping ship. So let's see if he's trying to do another upgrade to EOS or if he's making another blockchain. But apparently that's coming 2019. Lee Benke says steak and eggs is a Midwest staple over here in Iowa. Shout out to Lee out there in Iowa. Let me drop a bomb for Lee. And he says steak and eggs. Yeah, steak and eggs. I'm liking it every, you know, sometimes I'll have steak and eggs for both breakfast and lunch. Okay, so it's good. D-Rock says, my grandfather was a combat Marine. He ate red meats, smoked cigarette, and drank beer daily. He was a man and built his own house by hand. Why are we eating protein shakes? Give me real food. There you go. There you go. A grown man. And it seems like more and more here in the Western world, people are getting filled with estrogen, growing man boobs, getting softer. And that's why, you know, I'm trying to let you guys know, go out there, pull some weight. Don't fall victim to the soy boy madness that's going on. And then as far as the protein shakes, I will admit that Champagne's been drinking whey protein. I try to do it as extra, but I don't count on it as a meal. So, you know, I don't know. Some people say it's a meme or whatnot. But I've read that the Optimal Nutrition brand is like the best rated one. So I've been trying it out, and I've also been drinking a lot more milk. Milk is something that I took a break of with for about 5 years. I fell for the meme out there, the milk meme. Everybody said, you know, first it was drink soy milk, then it was drink almond milk, then coconut milk. Listen, guys, I'm drinking whole milk out there, okay, and I'm feeling stronger than ever, okay? You know, that's what it is. And if you feel some type of way, I frankly don't care, because I've tried 5 years without the milk, and now I'm doing the milk, and I'm feeling better than ever. Good morning to McLovin, the Irish R&B singer. What's up, boomers? McLovin's here. And he's asking you, where in Iowa, Lee? He used to live in Iowa City. Shout out to McLovin. Thanks for making the live stream. I know I told you about this yesterday, and it's nice to see you here. Moneybag says they haven't said, the revolutionists. Nano says, need advice. I'm a hard gainer and is already in good shape. Currently 153, but want to be 160. I work out 5 to 7 days per week and eat well. I cannot seem to get any more weight. Listen, you're probably working out too much. Okay, 5 to 7, it's letting me know that you're not working out hard enough when you go to the gym. Listen to Revolutionist, what he said. He's been an intermediate lifter for some time now, and if you need to go harder. You got to eat more, okay, and pull more weight. Maybe work out 3 to 4 times a week. Check out the stronglifts.com link that I have down below. It's totally free. You could check it all out. You don't have to sign up for anything. Read that and follow that, and drink more milk. You may want to drink, up to, a liter, 2 liters of milk. Drink more milk and you're going to gain more weight. But going to the gym 5 to 7 days per week, and if you're able to do that and, you're not feeling sore, you're probably just doing cardio and burning through all your calories. You're not like stacking any mass. So try to do 3 to 4 days per week and then increase your calories. And I'll bet that you will gain some weight. Have you tried Extends Champ? I've grown 3 inches. Amazing stuff. I'm not interested with that out there, Mark D. I'm not interested with that. Moneyback says whey protein is extra. Yeah, that's exactly how I look at it. I don't know if it's a meme or not. I've tried to do my research, and it seems like it's got some good feedback. So I'm taking the whey protein as an extra, to see. But I'm not counting on it. So, I'm going to try to get all my macros based on real food. And then if the whey protein works, then it's going to be extra on top. But I'm not expecting it to, but I'm going for it. Crypto Farmer says, got to get some raw milk. Indeed. Apparently raw milk is the best. I don't have a direct contact for raw milk at the moment. So I'm drinking, the pasteurized whole milk, but I try to get the good one, the non-antibiotic, the grass-fed, you know the deal. Revolutionist says, if you have a little too much body fat, flip the tractor tire and you will tone up and strengthen your core. We know Revolutionist loves flipping those tractor tires out there. And if you don't have tractor tires, follow that strong lifts. Do some deadlifts. Do some squats out there. Make sure you focus on the compound exercises. These little, barbell curls are not going to get you the gains that you need out there. Start with the compound exercises, and if you have some time after you did all that, then worry about all the other little small fry exercises. D-Rock says, the only supplement I've tried that worked was creatine. Haven't used it in years, but I put some water weight on and was able to lift a little more. And I've heard that creatine is official, and I've tried it years back, and I really can't give you good feedback on it. I did recently buy some creatine, but I haven't taken it. So, from what I've read, it seems to be in agreement with what you said, D-Rock, that it actually does work. Let me know. McLovin says, whole milk and whey in between meals helps my recovery big time. Yeah, and like I was saying earlier, McLovin, thanks for chiming in here. I stopped drinking milk for about 5 years, and in the last month or 2, I started picking up milk and drinking whole milk. I don't need any low fat or anything. Give me the whole thing. And I'm feeling stronger than ever, guys. I'm telling you this. I'm eating a lot more, and I'm not getting fat. I'm getting stronger. Now, this is after I followed the keto, and I stripped down. I lost about 20 pounds, and, I took out most of the body fat. So now I'm building on top of a frame that, is healthy. Creatine is bad. Yes, drink more milk, says Moneybags. Okay, let us know what you know about creatine and why it's bad. Because I've heard opposite, but I don't know because I'm not taking it, so I have no idea. I want to hear what you guys got to say. It's each one teach one here in the population in the chat box. I'm sharing my own personal opinion, guys. Again, you got to go ahead and try it out on your own because Champagne is not your personal trainer, nor am I your dietitian. I'm just sharing, here openly with the boomers. 5 days per week. I pull max weight all the time. Thanks for the advice, says Nanomex. Indeed. 5 days. If you're pulling heavy weight, I don't see how you could go any more than like 5 days. It's probably more than 3 to 4 days. Check out the strong lifts if you want to start, training heavier. And it's a 3-day-a-week program. But again, maybe 5 days is okay for you. Moneybag says you can also boost your free testosterone in your body. I think that's talking about the milk. Derek McLean says cow milk is bad. Yeah, I fell for that meme too, Derek. I stopped drinking cow milk for 5+ years. Listen, I'm not believing it anymore. I went back to the milk 2 months ago. I'm feeling better than ever out there, Derek McLean. So, I've heard, and I stopped drinking cow milk. I heard that I had the pus in it. I heard all these things. I heard this, that, and the third, but I think that they're just white knight vegetarian memes. I'm not believing them out there, Derek. You see, I fell for the almond milk is better for you meme too. I was drinking nothing but almond milk out there. I fell for it, but I'm back. I'm back on the milk, on the meats. I'm not believing all that. Derek, I'm sorry. I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you. Champ, whole grass-fed organic milk. Yeah, you could. There's I forgot the name of the brand out here, but it says grass-fed, so it's milk from grass-fed cows. Yeah, Max says almond milk. Yeah, that's one step away from the soy out there. I think it's a meme. It's a meme out there. I'm not believing it. Drink milk, guys, if you want to gain strength. Don't believe these soy boys out there. Max, you're right. I got to disagree with you, Derek, and I'm just speaking from experience. Mark D says, milk is for babies. I prefer cold beer. I remember Arnold saying that at one point. But listen, milk and the way it's composed is about the closest thing to breast milk is cow milk. So it has good carbohydrates. It got good fats. And Derek thinks it's just a marketing from the government dairy. It's the biggest industry. Come on, champ, you know this. Listen, Derek, I think the almond milk and the soy milk is a meme as well. So I'm trying things out. I'm done listening to the propaganda campaigns, this, that, and the third. I'm done with it. I'm going to go ahead and check it out myself, and I'm going to report to you live from the trenches. And so far, I'm gaining strength drinking cow's milk. So, and if I have a problem, I'm going to let you know. I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you out there, Derek. When was the last time you drank milk is the question. Beer contains high levels of estrogen. Listen, champagne, maybe champagne crypto, but I'm not drinking any champagne or alcohol. Okay, I'm done with that. Champagne is not drinking at all. I'm done with it. I don't even like drinking socially. I'm going to be honest with you. Now, when it comes to milk, I was reading what's even better than cow's milk is goat milk. Goat milk apparently is a boomer. Okay. So, check that out. I haven't tried that, but that's the next thing I'm going to try. I'm going to try me some goat milk soon. Let me know if you know about that. Max says most humans evolved to drink milk. Indeed, we know that, almost all civilizations drink milk. It's nothing new. Moneybag says if you take creative, I think maybe you meant creatine, run a bit. Yeah, I used to do a lot of cardio. I kind of fell back on the cardio, but because I'm more focused on the strength training right now. But don't sleep on the cardio out there, guys. Don't sleep on the cardio. You should be doing it every once in a while. Maybe I need to do a little more cardio because I'll tell you this, cardio makes me breathe better. Okay, maybe it could affect your gains or whatnot, but it makes me breathe better. So, I'm not sure if cardio is going to make you a stronger boomer, but, it's good for overall well-being. Dumbbell press, best for shoulders. Squeeze those 85 dumbbells for a nice stretch. Yeah, I'm not doing any dumbbell exercises. Everything is barbell here. Everything is the barbell. So I'm doing overhead press with the barbell. But, no shots at the dumbbells. I'm sure those are good as well. I'm probably going to have to switch it up at one point. I know it's good to mix it in. Right now, I'm focused on barbell, compound, strong lift exercises. Those power lifting exercises. Squat, bench, deadlift, barbell row, overhead press. Everything with a barbell out there. Milk is for baby. When you grow up, you have to drink beer, says Arnold. Yeah, I know that. I think he said that in Pumping Iron or whatnot. Crypto Farmer says, I've tried the goat milk too a couple times. It's good, but expensive. Yeah, I think that's the problem. It's a lot more expensive. Drop a comment there. Let me know if I should drink this goat milk because apparently you can get some gains with the goat milk out there. It could be a better alternative than whole milk. Creatine gets you strong in the area you work out on. I've tried it before. Look more round and not cut up. Yeah, from what I understand, creatine has you retain a lot of water. So, I bought some creatine, but I haven't been using it. I'm not using any performance enhancing supplements at all. I don't take creatine. The only thing that I take is whey protein. And before, when I was on the keto diet, I was doing the keto collagen protein, which I like. Actually, it sits in my stomach better than the whey protein. But the reason I switched over to the whey protein is my understanding it has better reviews and it has more protein per serving. But the collagen is something, the keto collagen is something that I enjoyed. And we have links to that with discounts or whatever. You may want to check that out if anything. I'm not using it right now. I'm doing the whey. Dumbbell is far superior to barbell. Uses those small stabilizing muscles. Yeah, I know it does use the small stabilizing muscles, but the major compound movements are barbell. The competitions are with barbell, not with dumbbell. Derek says 70 to 90% of Africans are lactose, and that's where human life started. If they don't need it, we don't. Yeah, that could be the case, but humans evolved. Okay, humans have evolved. Okay, so have they evolved for the better is the question. We don't know. Okay, so you just can't compare things to Africans 100 million or 10 million or whatever million years ago that was true or less, whatever. I think that humans have evolved to live in different climate regions. So I don't know. Yeah, I think it was in the Pumping Iron outtakes. Yeah, and then at the end of Pumping Iron, Arnold smokes a joint after he wins Mr. Olympia, which is pretty cool. Schwartz has been drinking a little too much beer, says Pickles. Yeah. I wonder if Arnold's still giving Franco all the wrong advices. I think they're still friends. I think, Franco's online. I think Franco has an Instagram or whatnot. Franco's still doing his thing. I really enjoyed watching Franco exercise too. Franco was stronger than Arnold pound for pound, if I'm not mistaken. Franco was a power lifter, right? Crypto Farmer says he hasn't tried the goat milk while training, so he ain't got an idea, but back in the gym now with the raw cow milk. Shout out to you, kaboom. Moneybag says, anybody trying to lose weight, buy whey protein rip. Don't eat anything heavy after 9 p.m. Don't forget to run a bit. Yeah, I think that if you're trying to lose weight, I would say that, you don't even need to drink those whey proteins or whatever. You probably could do with one meal a day or, do the intermittent fasting. If you're trying to lose weight, just stop eating out there. You don't even need any protein enhancements. Just stop eating. D-Rock says we need fat, not sugar. Doesn't matter how you look at it. Eat what you want, but get off that sugar and corn. I agree. And that's something that it took me a while to really swallow. It's like we've been fed that fat is bad, that you're going to clog your arteries. And fat has more calories per gram than protein and carbs. It's more nutrient dense. Fat is where it's at, guys. I'm sorry to break it to you. Fat is where it's at. Queen says, Champ, I hardly have time for the gym because my job and my kids. But now for the past year, I've been using dumbbells at home, medicine ball, core workouts, push-ups, and you can work out good even at home. That's absolutely true. If you don't have time, do something, okay? Do something. Me personally, I got specific strength goals, and right now I'm trying to be as strong as possible. And I don't think that I can achieve that doing, just a few dumbbells at home. Obviously, you could stay in shape, but, if you want to go to the next level, you're going to have to put more weight on the bar. But in the meantime and in between time, it's great that you're keeping yourself from becoming a fat boy, and you're maintaining what you have using the dumbbells, the medicine balls, and the push-ups. Shout out to you, Queens. Revolutionist says black coffee is a good way to lose weight as it takes hunger away. Yeah, we do know that coffee suppresses appetite. And for those that are doing the fasting out there, some people, when they fast, they say it's okay to drink black coffee. Me personally, I say don't drink anything except water. Mark D says there's a kid on YouTube weighs 153 pounds and benches 405. You should check it out. Pretty impressive. Indeed. I shared the last live stream a girl by the name Amanda Lawrence. She's 21 and she's deadlifting 6 plates. She weighs 185 and she's 21 years old. That you should also check out too. Moneybag says stay away from sugar. I think that we could all agree that sugar is no good. That we can all agree. I know everybody has competing opinions and some may agree with this or that, but I think we all agree that sugar is garbage. Rafterman says back in history, if kids couldn't drink cow milk, goat milk was the fallback. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Moneybag says the iced tea from McDonald's make you lose weight. Rest in peace, the restroom. Yeah, that iced tea from McDonald's is full with probably a lot of corn syrup. We stay away from the corn and the soy. Corn and soy are arguably the most genetically modified foods on the market. Corn and soy. You want to stay away from those things. Queens, kettlebells are great for home training. Thanks for chiming in there, Revolutionist. You're right. You may want to check out kettlebells, Queens. I'm not a user of kettlebells, but I've seen some people make some gains with kettlebells, and they're good for home training, so check that out. D-Rock says our brains need fat to function. Sugar messes and tricks our brains, turns us into an addict. Feed your brain. Indeed. And our brains are made of majority of cholesterol. So when they tell you, you know, that you're high in cholesterol, you know, that's a red flag. I mean, I want to have cholesterol. I want to feed my brain. Check out the oiling of America, guys. Check out the oiling of America. Apparently we've been lied to. I think we know that the MSM has been disseminating lies there online and on the media networks for years now. Okay, the food pyramid and whatnot. You know, I'm not believing that. D-Rock says our brains need fat to function. We read that. Queen says in jail this kid was 150 bench press 240, but he had 8 years in. That's impressive. That's impressive indeed. Yeah, so it reminds me of Franco Colombo. You know, Franco Colombo was light compared to and smaller compared to Arnold, but pound for pound, he lifted a lot more. Champ, where did you learn to read the markets at? Online. I also have an education, you know, economically, but I don't ever really talk about that. You know, that's what it is. Where have you learned to read the markets at, Moneybags? Queen says, yeah, I have kettlebells. Also, I didn't like them at first till I found more workouts. Yeah, I've never done the kettlebells there, Queens. So, you know, apparently they're good though. Let me know. Try EMS training if you can't find the time to work out. Okay, I don't know about that one. I've never I don't know what EMS training is. Black seed oil, says Robert Hodgson. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. But oil for the most part could be good. But you want to stay away from like canola oil. You know, there's no such thing as a canola plant, and you want to stay away from the vegetable oils out there. So if you want to cook, you're probably better off just cooking in good butter. I don't know anything about black seed oil, Robert. I don't know. Coconut oil, I heard is good, and I would put it in my keto coffee. And I've actually shared videos about that. I'm still learning at CBOE. Okay, yeah, thanks for letting us know. I haven't been doing any, you know, training or education with the charts as of late. And again, I think with the charting money bags, and I've said this before, I don't think that the general technicalities with charting carry over into crypto as much as some may believe. But, you know, that's, you know, up for argument. D-Rock says, I sometimes think that the government has us on a diet made in a lab so we can evolve to eat factory-made foods on another planet, shaking my head. Well, you know, one could argue that the government may have you on a diet that makes you more passive, that makes you more less masculine, less aggressive, you know, more feminine, higher estrogen. You know, they don't want a crypto warrior. Okay, that's very hard to manage. You don't want, you know, the rulers don't want to, they don't want crypto savages out there. So, you know, it's easier to control the women and children. RZ says EMS is electrical muscle stimulation. Oh, okay, okay. I've done acupuncture in the past where they put some pins in you and they stimulate your muscles with electricals. With electricity or whatnot. And, you know, it was cool, but I can't say that I got any noticeable results from it. Maybe I didn't do it enough. Queen says, I used to talk shit about kettlebells till I found out so many different workouts, and I was so sore the next day and I liked the week after. Yeah, you know, I got nothing bad to say about kettlebells, and actually the information I've came across is positive, although I haven't used them. RZ thinks the diet was invented by NASA for training astronauts. Okay. Or no, excuse me, that electrical muscle stimulation was invented by NASA for training astronauts. Okay, I didn't know that. The Revolutionist says, I have decided that once my cryptos kaboom, I'm moving to Brazil as I see a potential ice age coming. Okay, okay. So that's the opposite of global warming out there. Well, I'll tell you, you may find a good-looking princess out there in Brazil. You know, Brazilian women are quite attractive if you ask me. Kettlebells are good for shoulders and tricep. Okay. D-Rock says, the government better feed me and keep my savage tendency to defend the motherland from others eating beef and lifting in their countries. Yeah, I mean, look throughout history. What would the king eat? You think the king was eating vegetarian, guys? The king was eating meat. The court, the high court, you know, those in power, they're not following a veggie diet. They have the peasants eat the wheat and that type of food. The peasants eat that stuff. The king is eating meat. I wonder why. Rafterman says, in the Scottish games, they use kettlebell weights in the competitions. Okay, yeah. So that's kind of, I'm picturing strongman competition, stuff like that. Maybe I'm wrong. Move to Brazil, no bueno, says Moneybags. What do you think about ARB, champ? I never heard of that. I don't know about ARB. D-Rock says, yup, the king's deer. Yeah, I mean, you know, the king would eat wild game. They would eat meat. The kings that eat meat. I never came across a vegetarian king out there, guys. And furthermore, I don't think there's ever been a complete society that's been 100% veggie. So I think the whole veggie thing is a meme. Respect to RZ, and we've always, you know, you're not the only one that disagrees, but you know, we've had vegetarians come here, and I've tried the veggie thing. It's not for me. Now, to give you guys a bone, okay, to give the vegetarian a bone, I mentioned that I learned about the gut microbiome. Apparently, every person has different gut bacteria that reacts different to different foods. So apparently, depending on the gut bacteria you have in your gut, you may be benefiting from a different diet than champagne. So maybe you may benefit from a vegetarian diet. So I don't know. I've tried the vegetarian route. I got rashes. I got weaker. It was nothing but more estrogen for me. Okay, so it is what it is. Strongest man from Germany is vegan since about 10 years ago. But I'll tell you this much, RZ. He started eating meat. You'll never see a strong man that's been vegetarian his whole life. Okay, you'll never see that. Queen says, yeah, I know, but in Brazil you can buy a 1,000-acre farm for like 500,000. I would build my own castle as I'm a bricklayer. Okay, so he's a mason out there. Shout out to Revolutionists. I see you. Kaboom. Been streaming for about 45 minutes. We got 19 crypto maniacs watching worldwide. Shout out to Revolutionists. Shout out to RZ. Shout out to Queen. Shout out to D-Rock. Shout out to Money Bags, Rafterman, and the rest of the kaboomers here. This is a general self-improvement chat, crypto diet and exercise, an open discussion here. Aside from crypto, we do the crypto talk every single day in the mornings, and we're doing these extra broadcasts on Fridays out here just to chop it up. I want you guys to get stronger out there. If you haven't hit the gym, do it now. Make sure you're eating well, whether you're eating meat or vegetarian or whatever you choose to eat. Make sure you just eat whole foods out there, good foods out there. Okay, and exercise and put some more weight on the bar so that you can increase your testosterone. Okay, and you're not looking like a soy boy out there. D-Rock says, problem with vegan is that they eat a lot of processed protein and vitamins. Eating real foods, you don't need supplements. Yeah, that's the thing. With a vegetarian diet, you're not going to be able to get B12. The bottom line is that there's no plants with B12 in them. Bottom line. You can buy that in Hemet, California. Thousands of acres to buy, says Moneybags. I think you're maybe talking to the Revolutionists. Yeah, RZ says, F the processed food. That's the hardest part, finding good food. Yeah, that is, you know, so whether, you know, you're following vegetarian or vegan or you know, you're trying to find grass-fed pasteurized beef, you know, finding the good food is the hardest part. And, you know, sometimes it's just a lot more expensive. Queen's Racist says they have books about eating food to your blood type. I heard about that too. I haven't done that research, but I heard about the blood type, and then I've also heard about certain blood types can't mate with other blood types, and they'll never be able to have kids if you're X amount of blood type with the other. I've heard all these things, but I don't know anything about that. So it could be a meme, it could not. I don't know. D-Rock says, you're right. Good food is hard to find. And Money Bags is asking, champ, you still doing Steem it? Yeah, still got the Steem out there, Money. But I'll tell you, I mean, you know, it's kind of rough out there for Steem. It's kind of rough out there. I know that they laid off half their task force. The price is down low. And, you know, I like Steem, and I hope that it comes back out of the ashes out there because I like the blockchain. But, you know, one of the problems I see is that it was way too easy to downvote, and there was kind of like abuse going on with the downvoting. And then another thing, probably even more, was that it was way too hard to create an account. Once people were really interested in the Steem, it's like they try to sign up for Steem, and it's like most people didn't even get an account. You had to wait like 7 days or whatnot. But that's what it is. Queen's Racist says, my sis and my brother eat by their blood type and they're ripped. Also, they say you have way more energy during the day. Yeah, I've heard about it, but I don't know enough information, Queens. I don't know. But, you know, I definitely know that that's a thing. D-Rock says vegans can eat Oreos and say it's okay, but that's not healthy. If food can be on the shelf for years, that's a red flag. Yeah, we don't want anything processed. Nothing processed at all. Moneybag says, damn, I'm going to stay in YouTube then. Yeah, I mean, the Steem thing is, you know, it's tough nowadays, you know, but it could be an opportunity. I don't know, you know. No GMO, says Rafterman. Indeed, no GMO. Whether it be in the food or some of these coins are looking GMO. Some of these stable coins are looking GMO. Ripple's looking GMO, if you ask me. All right, guys, I'll take a few more comments and questions before I tune out. Always a pleasure with you boomers out here. Make sure you guys are lifting more, eating better, doing what you can to be a better man out there. Doing what you can to be a better man. And set some goals. We talked about goals last week, but I'll repeat you my goals. 1, 2, 3, 4 for the intermediate lifting goals. 1 plate overhead, 2 plates bench press, 3 plates squat, and 4 plates deadlift. Those plates are 45 pounds each on a 45-pound Olympic barbell. So do the math. Moneybags is stacking TRX and EOS. And those are 2 blockchains that have a community dApps that are functioning. So that sounds good. Another thing about Brazil is that he can grow all year round. The UK is looking weak, says the Revolutionist. Yeah, I mean, you're talking about the Amazon. So, you know, there's plenty of vegetation there. Shout out to Revolutionist. RZ says, any book recommendations about this as far as the eating for your blood type? Yeah, if you know a book, drop it there in the population. I would like to check it out as well. Let us know. D-Rock says, big lifts tomorrow. Have a great weekend, fam. You too, guys. Everybody have a great one out there. Go lift strong. Go lift strong and become a better man out there. If you want to be stronger, you got literally gotta lift more weights so that you could be a stronger man, a stronger boomer out there. We just want to improve out here. Just be better boomers. Queen says, champ, thank you for the Fitness Friday stream. No problem out there, Queens. No problem. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you, Queens. I appreciate the love there in the super chat and the prior streams. I know you've caught my back out there. I appreciate you guys. Check out Queens Races if you like racing cars, street racing. He's documenting some street racing out there in Queens. I think he has a Civic or whatnot. And if you like street racing, check him out. He has a YouTube channel. Revolutionist says the UK imports a whopping 67% of what it consumes. Yeah, that's a shame. Queen says, RZ, he doesn't have the name of the book at home. He doesn't know the name off the head. So, you know, if you do in the future, let us know. But, you know, maybe, you know, you guys can start searching for it already. Champ, thanks for the stream. Time to work out, says Moneybags. Indeed, go work out, guys. Go work out. And I'm going to go ahead and eat some good food. I've already worked out today, and I've already knocked out my 2 live streams. I like getting the work done early. Like I said, guys, get up early, make it happen early, and then enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend out there. Shout out to all you boomers, Moneybags, RZ, Revolutionists, Queens Races, D-Rock, and the rest of the boomers, guys. I appreciate you, maniacs. Everybody have an excellent weekend. You too, JoJo. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'll see you guys on Monday. Queens with the late $2 gratuity. Thanks, Queens. I appreciate you, man. Kaboom to you. A little fiat off the ceiling, a little super chat. Those $2 go to Baby Champagne's Formula Fun. We want to keep him strong. Thank you, Queens. And thank you to everybody else that dropped a positive comment here. I appreciate all you maniacs. It's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's biggest cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in.